The Westgate Tunnel project, set to be completed initially in 2020 with a budget of $5 billion, is finally complete.
It's 2025 now, we're in November, and the Westgate Tunnel project, made to reduce the traffic on the Westgate Freeway, has taken 8 years to complete and has cost $12 billion. So what is it? How is it built? Is it worth the $12 billion? Let's go find out. This is also a special Deshanker vlog because I've got my glasses on to look smart. We've got like the live music going on over here. We're gonna walk through this tunnel and we're gonna talk about it.
So why was it built? The Westgate Tunnel project is the largest and final component of the Western Distributor project, a major transport initiative designed to reduce congestion in Melbourne's west and improve freight links across the city. The tunnel provides a vital alternative to Westgate Bridge and delivers access to the Port of Melbourne. The project includes widening the Westgate Freeway from 8 to 12 lanes, twin tunnels under Yarraville, and a new bridge over the Maribyrnong River that connects to an elevated road along Footscray Road. The project also adds more than 14 kilometers of cycling and walking paths.
Okay, so the underground tunnel, you basically exit from there, and then you can see here they've built the new overpass bridge that will connect the west side of Melbourne into the city, onwards onto the east. Okay, so I'm on the actual tunnel now, and this is the road. Never again will I, or thousands of people that are here, be able to walk on this tunnel once it's open.
So how much did it cost? Well, we have to go back in time to 2015 when the Victorian government initially announced the project and stated that it would cost $5.5 billion to build the tunnel and that the construction would be completed by 2020. Spoiler alert, the project wasn't completed by 2020. In 2018, the Victorian government gave the green light to go ahead with the project with a budget of $6.7 billion and a completion date of 2022. Well, it's 2025 now, and the Westgate Tunnel project is finally complete and set to open in December of this year, and has a price tag of $12 billion.
This is a trans-urban project that's partnered with the Victoria government, and the major construction company behind this is John Holland. So this project originally was going to cost $5 billion, obviously under-quoted the budget. The extra money that came through to make this into $12 billion was partially given by the Victorian government, the taxpayers. And then on top of that, Transurban covered the other half.
Let's talk about the building process. The Westgate Tunnel was constructed using two of the Southern Hemisphere's largest tunnel boring machines, named Bella and Vida. And no, these are not just random names. TBM Bella was named after Bella Guerin, who was the first woman to graduate from a university in Australia in 1883. TBM Vida was named after Vida Goldstein, who was a campaigner for establishing the right for women to vote and stand for elections.
What these boring machines did was they built underground and they dug through underground. And whilst they were digging through the tunnel just to build the underground area, circular concrete segments were being formed. And if you have a look at here, you can see that all of this concrete was put in through via the tunnel boring machine. And once the tunnel was constructed, the ground crew came in and they started building the pavement. They started putting in the safety measures in case of a fire or a water flooding, that this tunnel is built to prevent any sort of issues that can happen. You got your speed signs coming up at 10 k's an hour. That's not going to be the case once the tunnel is up and running. You can obviously, there's a lot of people here as well. Let me show you the crowd turnout. This is a 8 years in the making project. If you have a look, these are the turbines. Basically, these have been put in throughout the tunnel to ensure that when cars and trucks are driving through, the fumes and all the bad emission that comes out of vehicles is evenly spread out through the tunnel and then exiting through the sidewalls as well as the back. Is this $12 billion project going to save the West from insane traffic queues, congestion, and, basically improve the experience of getting into the Melbourne CBD? Time will tell. This is a trans-urban Victorian government joint project. So this tunnel will actually be a toll tunnel. So you're gonna have to pay money to drive underneath the ground. But if you want to take the freeway, the Westgate Bridge, which is above ground, which is the only bridge that connects the western parts of Melbourne into the city, well, that will be this free area where people can still drive. And this tunnel is built so that businesses such as trucks and vans and tradies can use this tunnel to reduce the congestion up there. But it's a time will tell kind of thing. I do believe that people will use this tunnel. I'll use this tunnel if the Westgate Bridge is horrible. I moved to Melbourne in 2018. That is when this tunnel started its construction. We are in 2025, and I'm hoping that early next year, even though they're saying it's going to be opening in December, I'm hoping that early next year I can drive underneath this tunnel for once and all, and this entire saga comes to an end. This is the Westgate Tunnel.